Welcome to our channel.
Wisdom Unveiled 36 Life-Changing Quotes by Mark Twain. The secret of getting ahead is getting started. 20 years from now you will be more disappointed by the things you didn't do than by the ones you did do. The two most important days in your life are the day you are born and the day you find out why. Don't let schooling interfere with your education. The fear of death follows from the fear of life. A man who lives fully is prepared to die at any time. Kindness is the language which the deaf can hear and the blind can see. The best way to cheer yourself up is to try to cheer somebody else up. The secret to getting ahead is to first get started. The only way to keep your health is to eat what you don't want, drink what you don't like, and do what you'd rather not. Never argue with stupid people, they will drag you down to their level and then beat you with experience. The worst loneliness is to not be comfortable with yourself. Continuous improvement is better than delayed perfection. The difference between the right word and the almost right word is the difference between lightning and a lightning bug. Good friends, good books, and a sleepy conscience, this is the ideal life. The man who does not read has no advantage over the man who cannot read. The trouble with the world is not that people know too little, but that they know so many things that ain't so. Courage is resistance to fear, mastery of fear, not absence of fear. Never put off till tomorrow what may be done day after tomorrow just as well. Do the right thing. It will gratify some people and astonish the rest. Travel is fatal to prejudice, bigotry, and narrow-mindedness. Anger is an acid that can do more harm to the vessel in which it is stored than to anything on which it is poured. The more you explain it, the more I don't understand it. If you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything. Whenever you find yourself on the side of the majority, it is time to pause and reflect. It's not the size of the dog in the fight, it's the size of the fight in the dog. The lack of money is the root of all evil. All you need in this life is ignorance and confidence, and then success is sure. If you don't read the newspaper, you're uninformed. If you read the newspaper, you're misinformed. Golf is a good walk spoiled. The secret source of humor is not joy but sorrow, there is no humor in heaven. The best way to predict your future is to create it. Don't go around saying the world owes you a living. The world owes you nothing. It was here first. When in doubt, tell the truth. Never let your schooling interfere with your education. If you pick up a starving dog and make him prosperous, he will not bite you. This is the principal difference between a dog and a man. Kindness is the language which the deaf can hear and the blind can see. The secret of getting ahead is getting started. To succeed in life, you need two things, ignorance and confidence. Don't wait. The time will never be just right. The more you know, the more you realize how much you don't know. The greatest enemy of knowledge is not ignorance, it is the illusion of knowledge. The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. It is better to keep your mouth closed and let people think you are a fool than to open it and remove all doubt. If you want to test your memory, try to recall what you were worrying about 1 year ago today. The most wasted of all days is one without laughter. Kindness is a language which the deaf can hear and the blind can see. The fear of death follows from the fear of life. A man who lives fully is prepared to die at any time. The trouble is not in dying for a friend, but in finding a friend worth dying for. The man who does not read good books has no advantage over the man who can't read them. Continuous improvement is better than delayed perfection. Whenever you find yourself on the side of the majority, it is time to pause and reflect. If you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything. The secret to getting ahead is getting started. It's not the size of the dog in the fight, it's the size of the fight in the dog. Do something every day that you don't want to do. This is the golden rule for acquiring the habit of doing your duty without pain. The best way to cheer yourself up is to try to cheer somebody else up. Education consists mainly of what we have unlearned. Travel is fatal to prejudice, bigotry, and narrow-mindedness. The lack of money is the root of all evil. The secret source of humor is not joy but sorrow. There is no humor in heaven. The man who doesn't read good books has no advantage over the man who can't read them. The most interesting information comes from children, for they tell all they know and then stop. Action speaks louder than words, but not nearly as often. Don't part with your illusions. When they are gone, you may still exist, but you have ceased to live. In the first place, God made idiots. That was for practice. Then He made school boards. Let us endeavor so to live that when we come to die, even the undertaker will be sorry. The right word may be effective, but no word was ever as effective as a rightly timed pause. There are many humorous things in the world, among them, the white man's notion that he is less savage than the other savages. A man cannot be comfortable without his own approval. The human race has one really effective weapon, and that is laughter.